It's a side of Clark County that most of us will never know, a backdrop of poverty, drug abuse, and despair. Yet Nicole DeSico sees this as a land of opportunity. Nicole runs Peace Health Medical Group's care management program at Fisher's Landing. But much of her time is spent out in the community, bringing a personalized style of health care to the underserved.
So these are our most vulnerable patients, patients that are in the emergency room frequently, sometimes admitted to the hospital. What was your fever earlier today?
It was almost 100.
Okay.
The program is designed to keep uninsured patients like Jessica out of the hospital. It was started with a grant from the Peace Health Southwest Foundation.
And then I started having a panic attack.
When I go to a patient's home, I really am assessing the environment along with the patient. My visits are outreach-based. I've been known to go to the homeless shelter to see my patients. I've been in the courtroom. I have been at the housing authority.
Nicole also sits in on primary care visits. Jessica was one of her first patients.
She's had 2 heart attacks and 2 strokes. She's 29 years old, and she'd been suffering from a heart defect that went undiagnosed. I feel very fortunate to be on the front lines of medical reform and addressing some of these issues, proactively identifying where our system has failed for some of these patients and affecting change. I feel very fortunate to be in this position.
Sometimes change can happen where you least expect it.
My name is Betty Fitch. I was admitted to Hospice House on January the 20th, 2012. Most people, when they go into Hospice House, only last a few days or a week or 2 at the most. I was unusual in that I was there 7 months. It doesn't look like, nor does it feel like, a hospital or an institution. You feel the spirit of the place when you're a patient there, and I think even as a visitor, I had visitors who said, you know, this is such a special place. It was special to me.
Betty entered the Ray Hickey Hospice House with cancer. She left symptom-free. Her doctor has no explanation.
And I said to him that Jesus is the great physician and that he's still in the business of performing miracles. And I had no chemo, no radiation, no treatment through the entire ordeal. But my faith and trust in the Lord never wavered. And with the excellent care I received at Hospice House, all of that combined, I'm healthy today.
When you do lose someone from cancer, it's devastating. But it can also serve as a catalyst for the kind of change that benefits others.
Maxine McClaskey was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer, and she fought it and did the best that she could, but it took her in a 1.5 years. We were very close. I was like her daughter. I was her only, she only had sons, so when I came along, we formed this bond.
To honor Maxine, the McClaskey Foundation donated the money for a new skills simulator for the Da Vinci surgical robot. The simulator attaches to the back of the Da Vinci console and acts much like a flight simulator would for a pilot.
The hospital has always been something that we've wanted to find the perfect thing to give to, and the simulator ended up being the one thing that we all felt was the best way to go. the robot, the simulator, those are all parts of making our community a better place. It just warms my heart to think that I'm a part of this, and I take it very seriously. And every time we give something, I know that Todd Sr. and Max are looking at us and saying, "Way to go!